At Westwood, we have been working with timber flooring for the past 3 decades. I started with the legacy of my grandfather, my father. The success of the floor is decided even before the first piece of wood is laid on the floor. Every strip of the timber, every piece of timber has a story. We started a factory in Perumbavoor, which is the suburb of Kochi, a small town in Kerala. The cutting timber is an art. You have to make sure it is cut in the right way so that you get the best cut. Also, by getting the best grains out. So the grains depends upon the cut of the timber. When you kiln-dry timber, what happens is temperature and humidity is controlled inside a chamber, reducing the humidity level in the room, or the water in the timber goes out. That is the kiln-dry process. A wooden floor has to have a perfect balance with the technology, whether it's a machining, the components that we use, and also the craftsmanship. Our biggest asset is the collective knowledge of our craftsmen, because they create. That's a key, so that when you put it on the floor, it matches perfect. We get all our materials from Bona. So self-leveling compound, the primer, the damp-proofing material, everything we import directly from Bona. When you do a subfloor, it's very important that the subfloor is strong enough. You need to grind the floor, make sure the adhesion between the self-leveling compound and the concrete floor is perfect. You have to use the correct methodology. That is the cornerstone. So Bona has multiple types of adhesives. Based on the upflow and the timber, we change the adhesive. You have to use the right component at the right quantity to make sure that your floor installation is perfect. It's an art when you spread it over the floor. So you should actually do it in such a way it is distributed evenly over entire floor. See, when you sand the floor, we call it fine sanding. It's preparing the subfloor to bring out the grains of the timber. So every grain has a story in timber. So the better you sand, the more the fine sanding, the better the grains comes out. Oiling is very critical and it has to be done slowly. When you apply an oil onto the floor, oil goes into the timber. So the sanding process decides how the absorption is. That is why, end of the day, when you choose Westwood, we make sure that we provide support, lifetime support. It is a continuous relationship and we value that relationship. That gives us confidence in telling the client you have a floor for a lifetime.